One of the most challenging parts of writing a song is writing the lyrics. And if you don't have an idea about what you want to write about before you start, you enter a really strange limbo where you don't really know what the song's going to turn into. And in fact, musically, after you have an idea, you begin writing lyrics, the music itself might need to change to reflect the emotion or the rhythm of what you want to say. That said, for some reason I almost always just la-di-da to a random melody until I've got something which I'm really happy with, and then you sing in a kind of drivel some kind of words out, and upon re-singing or listening again, you can find some kind of line or something which might capture your imagination, really fit the mood of the song, and from there you can start to piece it out. And it might start from just one line in a verse, but it will all of a sudden give you context and give you give the song a reason for existing. So here's an example, something which I wrote yesterday in the park. So that's all I had, and I had this kind of "give you my love" phrase, which it's so throwaway and you can't really build much off that. It's just the word love in itself. Not to be too critical, but I've fallen into the trap of using it too much. You end up with a real sort of pasty, nondescript song which is about this concept which nobody really has any idea about, or has been so watered down and mashed up that it doesn't stand strong, very, very rarely. So it's completely scrapped that, but there was the word diamond in there, and I tried to sing around that little verse. A diamond, and I could make it like some kind of black diamond and build some imagery there, but for some reason I thought I'd go with it and try to think about what was happening with the diamond, and wrote a story. You can see here, and the story is very loosely connected to diamonds anyway. A man rides over uneven ground to carry the loot of a murderous theft back to the father of the woman he loves. He was told to go out and seek his fortune, and return to claim her hand in marriage. The girl feels the horror of his desperation, but is overwhelmed by his efforts. He tells her that the riches were not for her, but the dowry of her father. And he loves her very much, blah, blah, blah. She accepts his proposal and lives with the man in his village. One day, while shopping at the market, a man bursts into tears when he sees the necklace of the girl that the girl is wearing, and she hears the full story about the murder, and she's devastated to discover that her husband killed to take the necklace and the rest of their wealth. That in itself is probably enough to piece together some kind of abstract song, not really telling this tale, but about this tale, either from the point of view of the girl, who's got this huge heaving heart about, well, sort of being deceived, or the moral dilemma of the man going out and killing, or maybe just singing in general about the idea of creating too much expectation. So I've started experimenting with that, and it's so much easier once you have a story or a reason for the song. Everything makes a lot more sense. Even I give you my love might make sense now, because it might be like I gave you my love. And so yeah, that's just a quick overview of the direction that I'm taking. And God, it's really hard to try to write 7 full songs plus lyrics, but the story took about 3 minutes to write, and it's just channeled my lyrics into a very narrow and a very defined shape. So it makes it a lot easier to begin to be a poet when you've got that kind of restriction. Yeah, so I hope to have something for you a bit later.